Next on Magic One.
All right. There's a common song that is vibing right about now that ladies and gentlemen always keep singing. Valentine is coming. Where's your boyfriend? Lonely. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the glory of love. And it is around that time of the year when it is all about love and love and love alone. Most especially for the month of February. You guys are well aware that by today, the dates are clocking towards the 14th, which happens to be the day for Valentine. And of course, the common talk would be we talking about the merry makings of the day, where Valentine originates from, trying to break down the day. But for us, as the glory of love, we come in the opposite. We want to look at the leeward side of the day. Why so? Actually, is it leeward side? No, windward side, which is actually the bad side of this whole thing. You know, this is something that normally brings up a lot of controversy, most especially when you finally discover that actually your boo got a boo, your chick has a chick, or you discover that you are actually a side chick in this relationship. You are the side boo. Someone told me the sugar boy in this relationship. So where does this leave you as someone who is in love? Are you in love? Do you know that you are actually a side chick and you're very comfortable with it? Or you don't know and you are comfortable, you think you are the main dude or the main guy? Well, it is yet for you to discover. But all in all, we have a big question. And the big question here is that, is it true that it is because of the side chicks, the side dudes, the sugar boys, that marriages are stable? Is this narrative true? That is what we are going to try to demystify and break down with my various guests that I will be having on the show. Today, I have intended to have the university students feature on this first phase of this discussion. Why? Because it is where the guns are pointing. It is where the marriages or the people involved in marriages are claiming. You got to stick right there because you have a lot to learn. Otherwise, if you're watching the show for the first time, my name is MC Shugga, the King of Hearts, and the show is The Glory of Love on your number one TV channel, that is Magic One TV, for your number one entertainment. And I want you guys to know that we are at Orges Motel like usual. Orges Motel is a home away from home. That statement, home away from home, is classic, and they mean it. I always keep repeating it to you, and I want you to know that here it is security. Your security that is first priority to them. So you want to feel secure in a place where you can go have some fun, maybe for this Valentine's Day with your sweetheart. Please come to Orges Motel. Make your reservations with this number that is on our screen here, and be in position to get yourself first class reservation and facilitation. You know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, big up on yourself. If you're watching the show for the first time, stick right there because you have a lot more to learn. And then on top of that, before I usher in my guests to introduce themselves, I want you to know that we have an app powering the show that is called Freedom Flix. Freedom Flix, I'm saying powering because it is where you can go and watch the show anytime you feel like, because all the episodes are there playing every single day. At 2 p.m. you'll get an episode playing, and then later on at 10 p.m. in the night there will also be another episode. So go on your App Store and download the app and be in position to subscribe. All you need is to have data and you'll be in position to watch even the music that is there for you on the channel, The Glory of Love. Otherwise, you know that we have a lot of services. As the Glory of Love team, you can access, call our numbers, talk to us, and we will be in position to help you out there as much as we can do. Otherwise, let my guests introduce themselves, and they will be at the same time answering, is it true that side chicks and side dudes have a contribution in making the stability of marriages out there or not? And then after that, to our chat room we shall go.
Side chicks bring a lot of contemplations in marriages, because you find that in most cases you can't provide sufficiently for both.
Talk about a relationship, you like it or not, you have to talk about a side chick. We in a we're in a generation where like most times a guy or a lady gets a partner, but that one partner sometimes cannot fulfill all. So you have to get that side chick. How? You know, this I'm a guy and I've gotten a chick or a babe. And you know that babe, like maybe on 15th, she's in her periods, for example. And for me, I'm like I need something like emotional. So I'll have to use that side chick so that I should not harm my real wife who's at home.
There is a point where a side chick is doing things the main wife can't do. So the man goes out and he gets what he can't get from the wife, because some men are like, they respect their women too much to make them do what side chicks do for them. You get it? So it's maybe that for balance in the marriage, the guy goes out, gets this side chick, does, okay, there's PG, right? Okay, does things that the wife can't do. You get it? So in other words, the wife is helped, in quotes, by the side chick to balance the whole thing. So yes, it's a possibility. And also there is another possibility that this side chick can lead to a marriage failing or something failing. Why? If she doesn't know her position as the side chick. You get it? Because as a side chick, you're told, or you know, because most married men have, rings. You get it? So he approaches you, you know. If he's not a Muslim, so why do you expect to be main? You get it? So you have to respect your position. When they don't respect their positions as side chicks, that's when the marriage fails. Because now she doesn't know that she has been called. She has been called to just maintain, not to be the main. So yeah, that's my opinion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the chat room, and this is where we get to the details of the show. And remember earlier on we talked about Valentine's Day, this being a lovers week, actually, a lovers month. It is something that is so key. I know the obvious bit of Valentine is that everyone knows it is a lovers time. People go out there sharing the merry, and for us here as Magic One, as Glory of Love, we are actually the Santa Claus of the whole situation. We're here to make sure we deliver whatsoever you have for the other person or the person that you love so much. Well, today I've brought another sensitive topic. Like usual, we always talk about topics that inspire, that give you something to learn. And now here we are. On Valentine's Day, you will realize that there is a lot of controversy. There are those couples that are happy, and then there are those that are not happy. And some of the reasons are hidden. But here is one of the reasons. That is side chicks, side dudes, sugar babies. That is another name that came up for the boys that are doing the acting as side chicks, or maybe something of that nature. So here I have students from Nkumba University. And the reason why I have invited university students is that usually out there, the streets say that it is the university students that are threats, that act as side chicks and side dudes to the married couples. And here I want them to give us their point of view on that point, because we are having situations where there are couples that are divided because of side chicks and side dudes for this Valentine's Day. Instead of the husband going to surprise his wife at home, he is somewhere with a side chick. Instead of the wife going to make merry with her husband, she is creating extensions at work so she can go spend some time with this sugar boy. Now here we are. I have three representatives of, should I call you guys side chicks, side dudes? Not really. But I want to pose the question. Is it true, or how far true is it that most of the side chicks and side dudes are actually university students because they are threats to marriages?
I think, from my honest point of view,
yes,
it's very possible that the side chicks and sugar babies, like you've said, are from universities. Why? There are very many reasons why they could be. First and foremost, as us, the youth, or as us in university. In first case, we're not looking for so much. We won't bug you that I want marriage, that I want this. You get it? So it could be easy.
Okay.
You get it? It could be easy to
Yeah,
afford
easy to-
them.
okay.
It could be easy to keep them, because at the end of the day, you know their list, you know their age bracket, and you know that they want this, they want that.
Okay.
But there's also a possibility that we are not, when we are being taken care of very well. You get, yeah, like we have our people. Even if I don't have my person, but you know, I work.
Okay.
I can take care of myself, so I wouldn't go out. But yes, there is a possibility. Also, there is no. there
Let's
could
hear
be
his
no
opinion about this whole thing. Is it true that you guys are the sugar boys? That the married wives and husbands out there should be worried about?
To some extent, it's
Okay.
not true,
Mm.
because sometimes, you know, these women, like the way you're talking, the married women,
Yes.
some of them don't have our time. And another thing, we the university students, the way I can term it, most of us, we don't go for those old people. We have a choice. You know, university student does not mean you should go for women.
Okay.
Yeah, you go for people who are in your class.
Mm.
Then for the chicks, that one I think I'll leave it to Kathy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, my opinion is very simple. Is that you find that on the side of boys, you find that these women get ashamed if for us to go for university students as sugar boys, because they look at them. Women have a sympathetic in nature. They have that vibe. They have that feeling that this kid could be my child.
Could be my son.
Could be my son. So they might not go for the boys. But the men, by
Always
nature,
scooping the girls.
they have no problem, because you find that these are our parents. Most cases, they know what we need. They know that if I give my kid 50,000 a week, because my girl will be asking for 50,000, and I also be my side chick will also be asking for 50,000 if it is at the university. They know what we need. They know what is needed at campus.
All right. It is at this point that I want to pose this next question, and I want your opinion straight from there, since you're the one having the microphone. Before we jump to the conclusion of saying side chicks and sugar boys have a contribution in people's marriages, do you think it is by reflex that you find yourself a side chick or a side dude, or sometimes it happens with you knowing and you accept to be into it? Because why I'm asking you this, I want you guys to assume the position of being a side dude or a side chick, because there are some of you at the university that actually play that role. So do you think it is by common sense that you find yourself a side dude, or it happens with you knowing?
Okay. Sometimes it happens with you knowing, because you can look at the person you are dating and you really get to know that this person it is no way that this person is single. You get to know, and you know that this one, I think, is going to be my wallet.
All right, welcome back. We always tell you that whenever we come here, we give you something exclusive. You know, this is a fact of the matter that we have to face. You know, most times people love running away from their fears, but facing your fear factor is one key element that will save you quite a lot. And that's the reason, that's why we brought up the topic of side chicks, side dudes, whether how their influence is to you, the married person, and to you as the side chick. Where do you stand in this relationship? And how best can you value yourself to this point where, you know, you are not actually you're not the victim, or you're not victimized. So it is at this point that I want you to know that if you're not earning, you should be learning. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so stick right there, because we have a lot for you to learn, and most especially for these beautiful souls here that have brought you something. Standing on the other side of the coin is the hardest thing. I've put them in this risky position where they have to stand as the side chicks and the side dudes, but they're comfortable with it. Please listen very carefully, because you're not too cool to learn. I mean, too cool for school. So this is where I want to pose another question to you, Catherine. You see, we've talked about the position of standing as a side chick. And at some point you said something about saying that the side chick should know their position and respect it. And now he has also talked about, Jeff is saying that if he realizes that he's a side dude, he would rather leave the relationship. Do you think that is right?
Me, at the end of the day, to the thing you talked before, that you should understand your position.
Yes.
They don't force you to be a side chick.
Oh, yeah?
You just find yourself in that
You
position.
discover.
You discover, or you know.
Okay.
You go in knowing that I'm the side chick.
Oh, yeah.
Or you just discover along the way. You get it? So you choosing to stick as the side chick is really your choice. You decide that I'm going to be the side chick, preferably because of what you go what you get from it.
Yes.
Because I have a scenario, or I have people I know very well. If it wasn't for that person in their lives, they wouldn't
There would
be
be
in
nobody.
that position. You get it? So we should look at this side of side chick in very many aspects.
Yes.
For some people, because of them being the side chick, it's why they are people.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a fact. Either we want it or not. She's
Yes.
someone because she's a side chick. You get it? It doesn't mean I'm proud. I'm giving my view. At the
You know,
end
an
of the day.
economical analyst once said
Yes.
that side chicks are the reasons as to why we're having some good earnings in our taxes.
And that's a point. Let me tell you, no one normal would want to be a side thing.
Oh, yeah.
Even be a side cloth.
True.
Even be a side spoon. But there are factors that prompt you to be that.
Yeah.
Factors sometimes beyond human comprehension, actually. You get it? So for you to stick, first of all, let me put these two scenarios. First, you've just discovered you didn't know.
Yes.
You thought you were the main.
Yes.
There, it's your choice to either leave or stay.
Or stay.
You get it? It's your choice. Then there is where you know. There is a reason why you know. And because you know you're the side chick and you've accepted it, first of all, you have to stick to your position and know that I'm the what? The
Side chick.
You've accepted it, you've acknowledged. Maybe you've talked to your girlfriends and they're like, you know what? I know I'm the side chick here. So at the end of the day, you can maintain that position.
Okay.
And know that I'm the side chick, and Tono knows that don't fight to be the main. You get it? You've accepted it and you're getting something from that thing. And if you want to keep getting something as the side chick in that, you're
Okay.
supposed to maintain your position there.
Okay, Maurice,
Just send information to Kathy.
as you give the information, I want you to also think about this as well. Now we have shifted from this point of you not knowing. We are saying now you know, whether you discovered along the way or not, and you have accepted to stay. Would you, in this case, have a better relation out there, knowing that your position as a side dude is not safe enough? First, react on what you wanted to say about Kathy.
Okay, the information I wanted to give to Kathy was that, of late, as in this 21st century, there are women that are proud and really, like, they don't want to date or court.
Okay.
They want to be side chicks. And I've heard of friends testifying to that.
Okay.
They want to be side chicks and they don't want to be in a serious relationship. That is the information I wanted to give you.
Okay.
Yes, they are there now.
They are proud.
They are proud
side chicks.
proud side chicks, and they are comfortable with the zone they are in.
Okay, Kathy, say something.
Oh, I really want to say something. What we don't understand, what is a side chick? Actually, let's go back to the basic.
Yes.
A side chick is a woman like in your life who is on the side.
Okay.
Why would a side chick want to be a side chick? You do not have any rule over her. You get it? She's not your main course. She's a dessert.
Okay.
So the dessert can be different. The dessert can be chocolate. The dessert can be fruit. It depends on what she decides.
So-
So the main person can move by your remote control.
Oh, yeah.
But the side person cannot move by your remote control. She knows she's side. And women that know a side, she can do anything. She can wake up and be yours. She can wake up and be another person's.
Okay.
Because she's not your
So they are
main.
looking at the silver lining that comes with
Thank
being.
you. Some people can choose to be a side chick because she knows. You cannot stand in my face if I'm not your main and tell me don't move out of that house, even if you're paying it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are now talking about something like even your boo got a boo. You know, this is the situation here. Now, how far you are someone's boo and you have your side, your boo also has another boo is now the problem. And when you discover the problem, what do you do is the question. And it's why we're having this digestion here. So you really have to listen very carefully. And these opinions seem to be sounding so controversial. But if you listen very carefully, you can pick the sense. Catherine just talked about a situation where you discover you're the side chick and you're comfortable. and you are enjoying the comfort because it comes with some additional value of your freedom. And there are women who love that freedom, and it is the reason as why they want to prefer to be a side chick. They would want to date, and I've seen that happen with university students, young ladies that have just joined the system of workship and all that. And so, Maurice, what do you have to say?
Okay, to begin, I want to start with the cause.
Okay.
The root cause of that. What brings about some people to get other people this when they really know their side chicks? Catherine, I would like to quote what she has said. They will love the freedom.
Okay.
It starts with the freedom because they know the other one is going to be here on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
So I will do my stuff on Tuesday and Friday, then and the other day.
Okay.
So these people always know their programs. And remember, we men, we tend to be more free with these people, our side, because we know maybe sometimes we feel like they have less upon us, and we put them there for comfort.
Okay.
We put them there for comfort to feel like when you are stressed in the other relationship, there is someone who can listen you off despite of your stress that you have had throughout the day.
Let me ask you this. Okay. Is it possible having a relationship where this chick that you're having can behave, or you two can act in this relationship as if she is a side chick? Because we're looking at a situation here. This is a side chick that you visit twice in a week. Can you have a wife at home that you interact with only twice in a week so that you have the vibe of a side chick? Jeff wants to say something.
Let me first give my take, then Jeff. Okay. Most cases, you find that our main wives, the main wives we have at home, as we grow old and as we be together for a longer time, we reduce on the period. We reduce on the time we're with.
You see the image. What I'm imagining is if we can redefine main wife and give her the definition of a side chick by series of activities to have a better companion. Because now what we're looking at is the image we are printing here seems to proclaim as if being a side chick is a better thing. But I want us to be in position to look at, we shall feature on the negatives that come with it, the bads that come with it. But in this case, we are trying to iron out the bads that are in this main relationship. Okay,
yes, what you're talking about is totally impossible. Reason why you can't make your main wife to be like a side chick. Okay. Because the reason why you can't make your main wife to be like a side chick, there are a lot of things that you have to do in common than the ones which you don't have to do with the side chick. You find that sometimes you find that a lot of finances have to be solved between the two. You have to solve, but the side chick most cases doesn't want to know where you get the money so long as you provide. Okay. Are you getting me? Okay. So there are a lot of things, like there is a lot of care. Most cases, sometimes you find that, I do believe I have a school of thought I subscribe to, that love is a responsibility. So I think you find that this main chick, the main wife, is that you subscribe to that responsibility part. You have children you share, you have what? But most cases, side chicks, they don't want those things. They don't want those things of children.
Let me listen to Kathy. Kathy, as you bring in your opinion, I want you to answer this as well. Do you think what is between a side chick and this guy is love or lust?
Now, before I go to that, I want to say something. The reason why we are not having main wives as side chick, do you know what's affecting us? Okay. First of all, the culture. Here in Central, as a wife, there is a way you're supposed to dress up, there is a way you're supposed to carry yourself, and that's culture. Then another thing, people are not taking time to really find out who they really are and what they want. Some people are marrying for different reasons. She's marrying because society has accepted the woman. He's marrying because my friends say that she's the right good. One. Yes, you get it. But how about you sit down and discover yourself and your likes? Because at the end of the day, you may not need a side chick because your wife is good at everything. True. You get it? True. So culture is affecting us. As a wife, you're supposed to put on from head to toe. That means whenever a man would go out and just see a woman putting on a slit like this. Just knees. I know. I'm putting on like this. He's like, hey, Munangi, I don't see this. You get it? So culture has made all this, it has biased us. Okay. Somehow. It's good. Culture is good. But at the end of the day, it's also making things look different. Then even the friends, Okay, the reasons why we are getting married.
Oh yeah.
People have not settled down to find out, do I like short skirts? Do I like long skirts? Do I want this? There is a possibility that your main wife could be all. But after you fight a lot of things and you sit down and discover who you are and what you want.
We are actually going in circles over something similar. The reason why I want to drive us away from talking about the side chicks and debating so much there is the fact of the moral sense of this whole thing is that getting a side chick is not good. And it's something that we can live without.
Yeah.
But now, we cannot have it clearly understood unless we pinpoint some of the fouls that come with being a side chick. Because from the point of our talk, it looks like someone who is out there acting side chick knowingly is now beginning to feel proud.
Okay.
And it is high time we tell them what they are about to encounter as a result of standing in that position. And that's where I want us to start from. Yes, Maurice.
Okay. To start with, from a live experience, dating, ever being in a relationship, I'll call it a relationship with someone that is way older than me, is that sometimes you find that you lose the vibe of fellow age mates.
Age mates, yes.
Yes, you feel the vibe of fellow age mates. You feel like they're either so young, even most of the girls I majorly interact with.
They can't satisfy you.
Yeah, even the women I majorly interact with, you find that they feel like dating now a young person of the same age is now, they see it as something that is so fake,
So
something that is impossible.
It becomes an addiction
An
to
addiction.
you. Children.
Let me tell you, we are facing very many children coming from dysfunctional marriages, and it's really so bad.
True.
It's really so bad. So being a side chick, yes, you can be enjoying, there is privilege, there is a lot of things, but there is also the bad. And my main point is the children.
When two elephants fight,
I know. The grass goes through a lot, and it's affected. And why am I speaking about the children? Because they're the future of tomorrow.
What lessons are they taking
What
from
lessons
these
are they
fights?
taking? And at the end of the day, we are seeing the youth become rowdy and become things that we cannot understand in the 21st century.
True.
Do you know what's causing that? The marriages. You get it? Where they have grown from. So I think side chicks, as they are doing whatever they do, leave the
Be
main
mindful.
wife. Main wife is fighting for the position. She wants her husband to sit here, and she's here.
Let her be in her position.
Let her be in her position. But focus when you're doing whatever you're doing. This man has children.
Mind
And
about these children.
Children that come from marriages where the father and the mother are there act very differently from children that come from a
Broken
different
families.
mother and the same father. So my main point is to going out to the side chicks that whenever you're doing what you're doing, take your eyes off the wife and the position, but focus on the children you're affecting.
Okay, thank you so much. Finally, Jeff here.
You know, sometimes we take these things in a joking way.
Yes.
But you, if like Shaz said, take the things serious with children. But you yourself, you like it or not, you disagree or you agree. We men do things according to our company. We chill with.
Okay.
So if you're chilling with guys that are thinking about going to work every time, then you're chilling with other guys going to booze, chilling with other guys going to vibe.
See, in the hood days,
Yes.
you are who you roll with.
Yes, you know always.
The average of the 5 people you chill.
You're right.
Exactly.
Birds of the same feathers
Flock
flock
together.
together. So just leave out that negative side. Be on the positive.
Okay.
Leave. Just chill with people who give you things, encouragement, other than discouragement. You go with the constructive people, because at the end of the day, you are going to get this side chick. You get diseases for nothing. You dismantle your relationship. At the end of all, it's you to lose. The lady will go back to the family. You remain alone as a man. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'll be coming back with people who are married, people who are in relationships, who were there, who have been in the situation of getting themselves side chicks, side dudes, and all that, so you can hear their opinion as to why they involve. And they will answer better the question as to whether these side chicks have a contribution in stabilizing marriages or not. Otherwise, this is how far I can come with the show. It has been the glory of love for you, and it is with me, MC Shugga. Stick right there because we have a lot of music for you coming up next on your #1 channel, Magic1 TV. I sign out for now, and peace.